Good Friday, all my fellow brothers and sisters in doll. It's me, your buddy Donnie again, bringing you another dolly review, and as always, telling it like a TI is. All my dear subscribers, thank you very much. I have recently hit a milestone, 100. Yes, 100 of you beautiful doll folk. Okay, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. Thank you for leaving your comments, private and public. Thank you. You have no idea how good it feels. I'm not making a dime out of this. This is not for lucrative purposes. And that's why I feel humbled and honored that those 100 of you who have subscribed have found my videos appealing enough to subscribe and keep watching. Again, I'm gonna sound very corny for saying this, but this is literally a labor of love, because again, I'm not making a penny out of this. And if you see any kind of ads, okay, during my videos, that's not up to me. It's the powers that be, YouTube, I don't know, or somebody's hacking and making money off of my videos, okay? But I assure you, I am not making a cent. I'm doing this literally because I love dolls. I really do. Anyways, enough gibble gabble. I wasn't gonna do this video, to be honest with you, simply because I have the entire collection of Barbie and the Rockers, both years, mint in their boxes and also loose. But the ones that I have mint in their box, I have them stored away, okay? And because it's such a hassle to get them out of storage, you know, I wasn't really gonna do this. And there's been several people, Reen Dean, Grey School Warrior, among others, who made already wonderful, beautiful videos covering Barbie and the Rockers. So I sort of feel like I'm taking sand to the beach, okay? Nevertheless, I'm gonna do this video simply because I cannot say enough about Barbie and the Rockers. To me, they are the alpha and omega of all Barbie musical groups, okay? Before Barbie and the Rockers, you know, Barbie had other incarnations, you know, throughout the years where she was musically themed, okay? And after Barbie and the Rockers, there have been, you know, Barbie and the Beat and so on, other, Think Pink, other incarnations of Barbie, you know, musical groups. And that's fine, you know, but as far as I'm concerned, Barbie and the Rockers are it. They are it. To me, Barbie and the Rockers are the bee's knees. You know, they are too much hot dog for the bun. They are all of that, and a bag of chips. Anyways, and again, because these dolls, you know, of mine, the mint ones, are in storage, like I said, I wasn't gonna do this video, but I'm gonna do this because a couple of days ago, I was coming home from the hospital. I had an appointment, and my mom made, like, not a wrong turn, but she just like took a shortcut that she never really taken, you know, to come home. And as we drove by, I saw a sign that said garage sale. And then, of course, I pleaded, Mom, please, just one more block. Let me see what they have. And then my mom, of course, was like, you're gonna be searching for dolls, aren't you? I'm like, what else? I mean, garage sales and dolls are almost expected. And then it's okay, let's go. Now, I did have my wallet, but I didn't have any cash at the time, you know, so whatever, I try my luck. And we stopped in front of this house that had, I think, 3 or 4 tables outside filled with Barbies, Kens, Skippers, horses, fashions from the 70s, 80s, and 90s, which to me is the best era. Anyways, because usually the superstar era refers to the late 70s to the late 80s. However, I believe as years are going by, the 90s are sort of edging their way into the superstar era category. But anyways, so, you know, I saw all these dolls, but I didn't have any money, you know, and guess what? All of these mint, never removed from box dolls, they were all priced at $5 each. Okay, so for $5, I got this lovely little lady. DEE-DEE rockers, second generation with real dancing action. Okay, and for $5, this doll mint in her box. There's a little fading on the rockers logo, but that's okay. That's okay. You know, the doll is obviously still intact, and I will debox her for you. I will, because again, at $5, you cannot beat this with a stick. Okay, so let's get onto the deboxing. Yeah, I just had to do that. I know what a. Anyways, I know. So now the reason why I have this loose DEE-DEE and the book. By the way, this is a loving plug. Okay, what did I drop? Oh, okay. See, this is live, folks. I don't have any fancy editing equipment or more than one camera. It's just my little phone. This is what I dropped. I dropped a little knife that I'm gonna open up Miss DEE-DEE for. Now, again, I'm not getting a penny out of this, but I do recommend this book, okay, called Collectively Yours by Margot Rana, okay. It's hardback. It's you know, kind of big. I do recommend it because it focuses on dolls from 1980 to 1990. There's a lot of beautiful photography and factoids on this amazing era, the 80s. Now, onto the deboxing. Now, why do I have this loose DEE-DEE out here? You'll see in a moment. Because at the time, Barbie Rockers was such a boom, okay, these characters were not made at a single factory in one country, but they were made in different countries. Okay, I guess Mattel, you know, really, you know, couldn't keep up with production, so one country wouldn't do, so they made them in different countries simultaneously. Now, this particular DEE-DEE that I have right here, she, let me see, according to the box, she, yeah, my eyes are not what they used to. She's from made in the Philippines. Okay, now in the Philippines, for some reason, well, let me get out. Let me get it out. Let me get it out of the box. Okay. Okay. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, I feel like I'm cutting a cake, slicing into a cake. Oh, this is. 80s glam to the max. Well, not glam like an evening gown, but glam, raw glam. See, Barbie and the Rockers, you know, they exposed, and I say that in the best sense of the word, us children of the time to the rock and roll scene, so to speak, but in a very sanitized way. Okay. Barbie and the Rockers, yeah, they were rock stars, but they did not portray, you know, intoxicated, promiscuous, drunks or drug addicts or any of the other horrible stereotypes that come with being in show business. Barbie and the Rockers, they weren't even slutty looking, you know. They were draped from head to toe. Okay, they were dressed quite conservatively for rock stars, quote unquote. Okay, as you can see, I just got DEE-DEE out of the box. Okay, I'm not gonna bother removing her from the liner because I already have a loose one here that you can see. Okay, now the emphasis that I made of the one made in Philippines versus the one made in Taiwan is basically just one reason. Let me get a little close up here. The DEE-DEE, and this goes for all the other characters as well, the girls at least, if you can see, her face is decorated, is painted on, you know, in a bright color, high color fashion. Okay, her lipstick, her eyeshadow, her eyes, you know, they're bright, high color. Now, this is how the dolls were made in Taiwan. Okay, now in the Philippines, the dolls were painted in the same color scheme, okay, as in Taiwan. But for some reason in the Philippines, I like to call it the watercolor look, okay? Because as you can see, her eyeshadow, her lipstick, seemed, again, like they were made with watercolors, very light. I still like it. I mean, I love both. I love the high color and the more subtle painting. I love them both. I really do. But if I had to choose, yeah, the Taiwan high colored is definitely more desirable. Because again, she pops. They pop. Because again, this is true for Barbie and all her ethnic girlfriends, not just DeeDee. Anyways, but except for the makeup thing, they are identical. Okay, the Taiwan version versus the Philippines version, again, are identical in every other way. Okay, same tassel, same colors, same outfit. Okay, this one, her skirt, it seems a wee bit faded. It's not quite as bright as this blue. And that's just because, remember, I got this doll at a garage sale, and in this garage sale, these dolls, God knows how long, they were on the sun, that you can see that even the logo is faded. So, her skirt is also a little bit faded. But that's okay. I got it for $5. Come on. $5 for a mint Barbie from the 80s. You can't beat that with a stick. Anyways, so again, other than the fading on her logo, again, I can live with that. But the back of the box, is nice and bright, showing all the characters. Barbie, Ken, DeeDee, Diva, Dana, and Derek. Okay. A shout out to my boy DEE-DEE. I love you, man. I love you, Daryl. Now, Daryl and I are best of friends. He is my brother from another mother and another father, but he's my brother anyways. I love him with all my heart. Shout out to my DEE-DEE. Because although we're both Barbie and the Rockers lovers, he is particularly fond of the second generation of Barbie and the Rockers. Okay, so shout out to my DEE-DEE. Anyways, again, these dolls, the presentation of the box, as you could see, was very straightforward. You didn't need a hacksaw to open them or pry them open. All I needed was this little plastic knife. Okay, let me show you what else. She comes, and again, this is true for all the other dolls, with a hairbrush, a pick, okay, her vacuum pumps, which I adore the vacuum pumps, and a microphone. Now, this DeeDee and all the Rockers for that matter are from a time when Barbie was Barbie. Okay, I know I'm constantly slamming on more modern dolls, but I can't help it. Today's dolls, for the most part, suck. Pardon my language. For the most part, they're terrible. But anyways, enough slamming on today's dolls. Back to praising. Okay, DeeDee, I have always been very fond of this head mold. Okay, she reminds me of maternal grandma. Okay, again, she's not now. Normally, I prefer dolls that show teeth. Okay, for some reason, I find them more inviting, more appealing, so I like them very much. However, there are some dolls that are not fully grinning, such as the DeeDee head mold, okay, but I love anyways. I love this little head, this little face, I think she's so cute. And it's a shame that once Mattel decided to discontinue this head mold, not only for black dolls, but also to depict Hispanic dolls, they said that's it. They never used DeeDee. I would love to see DeeDee make a comeback. Okay, so anyways, to use the DeeDee head mold. Let me see, what else can I say? Oh, yes. DeeDee brings this little paper that shows you how to work the mechanism, because the female dolls of this line, of this second generation of Barbie and the Rockers, they have this I love how the clicking sounds. Dancing action. Okay, you know, you just hold them like this, put your little hands around her torso. Oh, look at her go. Here comes, here she comes. Da, 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 da. Okay, so she has this dancing. Now, again, remember, these dolls are from 1986. So this is dancing for 1986. Okay, this is again a time when they featured, you know, these vacuum pumps, which I adore because they stay on the doll's shoes. I mean, they stay on the doll's feet, okay, and her legs click, okay. Again, I love the earrings, okay. I love the texture of her hair, okay, which at first glance, you know, is black, but if you've never had a DEE-DEE doll in your hands, trust me, once you have her an actual DEE-DEE in your hands, you'll notice that her hair is actually two-toned, but it's in a very, very blended, thoroughly blended style of rooting. So it's black and like a reddish brown, but again, the two colors are very thoroughly blended to give her a more, I would imagine, more natural look, because nobody's hair is so solid, you know. Well, anyhow, as you can see, she comes with a ring, a matching ring of the studs as her earrings. Okay, her plastic earrings. Okay, what else she brings? Okay, she comes with these little cardboard cutouts. Okay, very, very cute. Barbie and Ken gold records, you know. This beautiful picture of all the dolls, the boys and the girls. And of course, this lovely World of Fashion fold-out little booklet, okay, that of course is, you know, advertising the dolls and fashions that were available at the time. Okay, here are the rockers' fashions, instruments, hot rocking van, the dance cafe, you know, jewel secrets, and so on. Anyways, I believe I have taken enough of your time. Thank you guys very much again for tuning in. I appreciate you watching, taking the time, and please continue watching. Tell your friends, you know, again, I love you all and appreciate very, very much, you know, your presence. Because as corny and pathetic as it may sound, these videos that I make, when any of you guys writes me, okay, it feels like a friend coming over to the house and just having a doll day. That would be wonderful, but I'm an adult, you know, and unfortunately, in the doll community, I've yet to meet another doll lover who lives in the Miami area. I have many wonderful friends that I made throughout the years that I've been involved in the doll community, but unfortunately, none of these lovely people are anywhere near my own zip code. Daryl, you know, is in Tennessee. My auntie Ashley is in Georgia. Okay, Francisco is in Mexico. Okay, and again, lovely, lovely people that again are scattered around the country. Okay, so I make these videos, and I can't stress this enough. I'm not making it, you know, to make a buck. Like I said, I'm not making money out of it, but I'm making these videos literally for the love of dolls, you know, and also in a very humble way, fulfill a little bit of that space of dolly friendships that I don't have in real life, because I just don't. Not real life, but you know what I mean, locally, you know. Nevertheless, you guys, you know who you are, that are in other states or other countries. Los quiero, los amo, I love you, okay? But again, this is, feels a part of my heart. It really does. It really does. You know, people who have other interests don't really have a hard time finding playmates, and I say that in the best sense of the word. You know, people who are into bowling, you know, or sports or anything like that, they can make friends easy. But for all of us adult doll lovers, especially male, Okay, I can't very well go up to some guy in the supermarket. Hey, buddy, do you collect Barbies too? Hey, come over. Let's, no, it's not quite like that. It's difficult. It's difficult, to make friends. That's why all you my cyber virtual friends, I love you. I love you. And again, thank you so much. I believe I've taken enough of your time. And then again, thank you for everything. Have a wonderful weekend, and bye bye for now.